Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. This is Julie with JF Creek Freedom. Would like to thank the Lord and give him credit for blessing me with these words that go out to the nations and kingdoms of the earth, to root out and pull down, destroy and throw down, or to build and to plant. Yeah, so last time I felt like it was a lot of my story, and this time we're diving into that as well as the Lord leads. I spent a lot of my life trying to explain myself, but he's the one doing it, whether you believe that or not. um, but it skips around, so it'll be a little bit about Shephan and some people in the future. And this part about leaving, it starts in the beginning, could refer to multiple scenarios, so I will just start in. And leaving doll, for a time, sis, in the dust of all this, well, drama chick, that you've been longing to leave behind in your life for like years, miss. And here we go sailing into the Timbuktu regions of no like Corona crisis number 50, bro. And he winked. Oh, you right, dog. They've been practicing this massy like, let's just see how much the people gonna freak out about if we tweak this system over here, folks, and act like it all meant to be professionally perfect for you, bro. Versus effing you over of no. Oh, it were her, man. Just trying, and trying again, man, to get no doctors in Austria to agree to scan her. An organ scan, bro, that covered everything except her. Yeah, dog, that. And baby girl were just about devastated and a half, bro, to have pain all over her. But not know just what the effing cause was until, well, you, man, with your special offer of, and here, folks, if you buy mine, for one sweet time of no. But, well, international orders, man, and how she just about afraid to ask for any exceptionos to the rulos to be made for, like, little old her, man, and he winked. Oh, she into that self-sabotagey kinda seemed like humility at times, bro, but it really just, like, backwards acting pride at times, bro, that she for sure learned from Hay. No, dog, not him. Her hubby, bro, who able to, like, bow and back his Austrian back up and off the best seat in the room, dog. For no hobbling in on crutches to see a play that were only directed to have the main character standing in like no center stage the whole time, miss. So no, doll. Ain't like baby girl couldn't have contributed to yo handling of. But well, and I saw this like this. So you wanted control of the whole production, didn't you, miss? And there, doll, is something that like all humanity deals with from time to time, chick. But nah, sis. Just because baby girl were a little bit self-sabotagey at that, didn't mean she didn't know a dang thing about, well, movies and plays, chick, and she pretty well been into that stuff a long time, hun, before yo waspity A came along to bite her of no. No, chick, and down, sis, thinking you can contribute to my all just 'cause the boss said of no. And only the costumes, chick, or I'm going to pull my hair out of no. Really, doll, would it have been so hard, hun, to have like feedback or something, miss, as she sat there and watched yo, day in and day out of no, giving orders of no. A sense, doll. She have like a sense for direction and movement, doll, 'cause she were like a real dancer in a real company, doll, and that for years, hun. Okay, it wasn't a company, but close, hun, 'cause baby girl like basically lived at that studio through her high school years, son, except for that sabotagey year her mom came in and swooped up. Well, bro, so it were the chance of a lifetime, boys, for my little Julie chickie of no. And I know, Lord. A dancer, man, even though my body type more like fitted for. No idea, man. And no, dog, ain't nobody told her that. Oh, you just too sexy, doll, to be flopping them things around on stage of no. And well, so there was one chick, sis, who had like huge as hell double D tits at that double D place, Bob. Oh, it were the name, man. We not effin'. Yeah, stands for Advanced Dimensions. But well, Lord, so they like not as big and jiggly as hers, bub, so it must be okay if I try out for. The Lord shook his head. Bro. Not for hey mama jama of no. Jealous, bro, that hey little girlie was gonna get to like live hey best life now or something, miss. While hey mama jama stuck in no like emery sauce, man. And where can he tell off to pay for? Yeah, dog, those. And well, folks, so we about to brown cow turn around some of these honorable as of in her interactions with others for the longest, man. So no, dog, ain't like she don't deserve, well, something, man, to keep hey pretty little eyes focused on that surviving the tribulation prize of no. Oh, she wanna cut it short, man. And yeah, dog. So I mean like hey life, man, and just see if a papa in the sky would allow her to slip into that 1,000-year rainy thingy in like sleuth mode or something, man. Although she wouldn't quite be John O qualified o of. Oh, she qualified, bub, to like receive a lot of rewards from my hands by now, blokes. So nah, dudes. Just back down from trying to sniff out all hey faults of no.
Where's the spider?
So you're right, dog. They kinda like fluttering around at the back of hey mind, man. But she for sure shoved them thoughts down into the belt of her pants that she like used to tame the bit of flab that peek over her. And no, dog, she for sure don't want to show you boys that she got like no washboard abs down there of no. And he winked. So we told you, man, that baby girl got like skin sacks on that belly that not going away anytime soon, man. Even if she lose no waist or sauce of no. 'Cause she popped out like two little cuties in a row, man. And it for sure stretched his skin's healthy cellulite capacity to the max, man. If you catch my. Oh, he didn't like it 1 ounce, man. Therefore he could justify looking at, well, other women, chick, and we mean like naked, sis. So nah, hun. While you over there judging my Julie chicken so harshly for wanting to look at. Oh, at his eyes, hun, that she longing to look into and see it for herself, boys, if. And Lord, so he like me, Papa, or is it just he want me to be on his cheerleader team or something, bro? Oh, he got him, bro, following him all over the city like, Stefan, he's our man. If he can't do it, oh, it was supposed to fade out. Oh, he in over his head, bro, and like feminine so-called warmth, bro, due to the fact that they all mesmerized by his, up to a point, bro. But she for sure like the only one signaling it to him, man, that, yeah, dude, so as cool as yo guitar and piano thing is, man. And you just about right, bro. But well, dog, if you could just maybe get over yourself from time to time, bro, I'd really appreciate. Oh, she happy, dog, that baby boy like hopping around on stage like all the time by now, man, when he see her walk through that door of no. But nah, sis, she for sure can't like see herself having no like relationship with his ghost or something, man. And he winked, whispering to her daily of no, you chick, he likes. Just a joke, man. So calm down, dude. And this channel more for like them so-called secular dudes, man, who looking to improve they. Well, so it mostly they horizons, man, if we honest, bruh. And they not that interested in no Christianity jargon of no, that she like barely spewing for a reason, bro. And that all 'cause she were raised by. And dog, so he loved to drop the G word a lot or what, man. That right, bro. Fake as hell Christians, man. And how they been getting on her nerves like hey whole life, man. So nah, dude. She were for sure shattered at that Christmassy time, man, that yeah, Lord, so while they judging me so harshly for wanting to leave his Maxity A, they was for sure embracing some spiced or sauce for new members at that. Oh, that's how it war for her, man. Back in no like. Well, so this a 2023 story, bro. And we just touching the surface on what she had to witchity deal with in no like 2024, folks. Yeah, dog, he bad, dude. Sending in like witches and warlocks to curse her. While she remained silent, bro, to the point that it driven them all, well, crazy to put it bluntly, man. For they ain't never seen a sleuth mode in her mode, Christian operatin' in a long. Never, bro. He ain't never Mr. Z seen how a Christian could be so well protected, and all in silence, bro, by like, well, so it me, man, who guiding her through, well, so it that middling place, man, that still give her the heebie-jeebies, bro, 'cause they like crawling around like spiders everywhere she go, man, and trying to act like they wanna buy the same condemned thing she. So yeah, dog, that whole shopping cliche that most ladies fall into, like, oh, I don't know, man, like they whole life chick. Yeah, quick side note, it is literally like that. Every shop that I go into, if I spend more than 5 minutes, here they come. They've got the cell phone out and they pretend that they want to buy the same product on the shelf that I'm looking at. Then they getting closer and closer and closer, and my crony bubble is still quite small at the moment. So I'm just like, nope. Except I don't say it out loud, and then I just try to act like I'm interested in something else until they play that game again, and then I go back to where I want and get it. So, yeah, shopping is, I look crazy probably to normal people sometimes. So, talking about how the ladies fall into that cliche their whole life sometimes. Oh, she a one-shop wonder, man. Just going into like grocery stores to buy her favorite beer, man. When they like 11 o'clock, not expecting her to leave her house of no. And that all so she can avoid, well. So they've been trying to push her patiency buttons to the max like this whole time, man. Even though she for sure got a maxity bloke of a test that I shoved on her like a decade ago, man. Okay, bruh, let's just say he were really quiet around Hey A when he got angry in past times, bro. To the point that she thought, well, Lord, so I kinda don't like how silent he get when he, 'cause he for sure remind me of my, but I guess it's better than the yelling and the schimping that he did to my mom of no. Oh, she were angry, bro, and oppressed down, man, by no hierarchy of a husband who didn't respect Hey Glinda A. one effin' ounce, man. So nah, bruh. Baby boy wouldn't know John is hell sparklin' of a so-called got cheated on. And psycho, bruh. Just projecting his little weirdo Jono fantasies onto the wifo at that time, bub. And for sure not asking her if they could fact check no details of no. And you called Aunt Jody on this day and had lunch with so and so on. Yeah, dude, so it was all that networking crap that really got on his Jono nervos, man. And she just la-di-da'd her way on to more manly territory, man, till she convinced herself that side note, my mom was a teacher and she worked her way up to like counselor, curriculum director, assistant. It's not the principal, but like the whole director of the school. And then she went up from there to work for the Texas government. So the school government thing. Sorry, I forget all the names. But anyway, she was always working her way up, getting certificates, all kinds of stuff. So she lottie-dawed her way onto more manly territory, man, till she convinced herself that, well, boys, so these boys in the corporate world sure do seem to like me, man. So I think, dog, I'd rather have no rich-o, CEO versus a farmer-o of a husband-o, man. So here we go, Jules, and screw your graduation plans, sis, 'cause it all about Glinda me at this time, chick. Therefore, baby girl got like kicked to the emotional curb that week, son, and got it all in her head, man, that like life were for sure not about her, man. So therefore she decided to peace out Girl Scout from day. There, there's my torso. Okay. Very selfish parents, man. And ones that she longed to leave in the silence he does, like, hey whole life, man. So nah, dude. This John O. Tip for sure full of shiza, bro, when he acting like he been condemned by her. And well, so he condemning her or what, bro? And that, dog, is the whole point of why she ready to back hey back from being called his. And we mean for like all time, bro. And she just about well, folks, so she a prophet or she a prophet, man. Who know, like, when judgment gonna hit somebody or something, man, for treating her like the little childos come that he. Ridiculous, bro. And we mean his view of what we're in her Julie brain, oh, like, hey, whole life, man. So nah, dude. Ain't like he gonna open his Jono eyes one day to see, well, her, dude, in the simplest. Yeah, Papa, so I'm like actually sensitive to the spiritual realm too, like you, man. But you for sure didn't want to hear my, so therefore I'm going to shut up Julie's shop when it come to talking about. Yeah, dog. So she done that with like everybody man in hey life chick until she decided to open hey YouTube channel thing of no. Channeling, well, me, bro, to put it plainly, dog. Otherwise, you'd be in no stressed out or creeped out, man, by hey messages like every time, bro, versus this one as hell side eye warning that we given to you, man, by like John O. Proxy Bub, 'cause he for sure had his Julie chances of no, where she tried and tried again, bro, to treat him with that respecto stuff that he pretty well demanded on everybody's A, bub. I would say I was a typical, like, fairly disrespectful teenager, but I tried to switch it up once I got to college, so there was definitely a phase where I tried to be, like, more respectful to him and all that. Okay, so that respecto stuff he pretty well demanded on everyone's A, but do he actually show it on his Jono face of no? And he winked. Looking a little mean sometimes, ain't he, bub? Exactly, bro. And just put that facial expression together with a sneer that he. Exactly, bro. Set her up for critical wise failure, man, in the simplest of all. So she can't help herself, man, when she feelin' weak in the knees, dog. At they smirkin' and snarlin' for her to fall convo wise or otherwise, man. Doesn't matter to her, man. It all just that sicko psychopathic stuff that she associate with like abusers, man. And she just about. Okay, dear ones. So I see some of you so-called dear ones to me as like screaming at me in the spiritual realm by now, bro. By now, hun, that I didn't know, Papa, that she was like effing abused, man, in sleuth mode by like a fake as hell Christian family that really wanted to see a few of they so-called black sheep at his fall of no. Did she, man? Although she were tempted to take no druggos. Or, yeah, dog, that. But, well, stubborn as F, dealing with the pain of life in the simplest of terms, man. And that were just to lay her lay down on that the floor, man, and it's how she signaled to them satany tips that her day has gone well. Down the toilet, bro, like hey life seemed to be doing to her for all this. Just a 2-year traffic break in the flow of life, man, where no Mr. Z of a tip swooped in to scoop up the last as hell breadcrumbs of her. Not much left social wise speaking after Corona, dog. So therefore she turned to, well, so it were me, man, that like guided our little chickadee into the throes of, and Lord, so if, dog, I got to like file for divorce on his, how is that actually gonna look like for me, Papa? Oh, she practical, man. And one more point that we've hidden from yo. Oh, she wanted to live in Hinterholtz Oct, man. Just her and the birds of no, where her little ones grew up wild and a little bit dumb, maybe, man, as far as schooling goes, bruh. Okay. Well, Austrian movies are quite interesting. You might consider them a little bit French, a little bit weird. They do like dark humor. Hinterholtz Oct is one of my favorites. And basically, this family like buys this super cheap house in the middle of the woods outside Vienna, and they try to renovate the house, but everything just keeps going worse and worse and worse. Like, and there's one line that like he's like, you have a lot of debt and no house. Like, one guy's talking to the main character, and it ends in an alien invasion. Like, aliens swoop in and suck this guy up into the UFO so he can disappear. So, uh, anyway, that was my joke. It's been my personal joke the past few years. I just would rather live in Hinterholtz Oct, but the Lord has actually talked to me about it, why that's not a good idea. So, anyway. So he winked about that. Oh, she crazy, dude. Real crazy about leaving so-called society behind one day, man. And one day, and to use a phrase she just loved, man. No, dog, she ain't got no buck to keep effing going, man. Not this time, man. Unless he apologized to her. To like her face, man, versus another group of believers that yeah, dog. So you basically saying sorry to everybody but her, man. So nah, dog. Can't really let you off the hook for. But well, next lives, man. And how sometimes you chickens is able to slink past my judgment day, unscathed of no. But then, for real, dog. And there, man, you'll have the Julie chance to set a few wrongs. Well, right, bro, simply put. And yes, dog, she deserves a full apology for treating her like the Julie scum you thought she. Exactly, dog. Didn't check in with me 1 ounce, man, to be like, and bro, so is she, Lord, a criminal, man? 'Cause she for sure acting like the best as hell fake mama jama that I ever seen, yo. And well, nah, man. So you can't actually fake being a good mom for too long. Man, before the kiddos' faces start to turn, well, sour, bro, to put it plainly, man. And baby girl, like, for sure has had that sad as hell facial expression on, like, hey ho life, man. And for sure not just because of yo. But, well, Gotto's in the sky, oh man, who basically forcing a little honey bunny to face yo, week in and week out of no, till she finally could see it for herself, man, that ridiculous, Lord. This whole Christianity sauce stuff, where people turn in on each other in the weirdest. Exactly, bro. Kinda like in my word, ain't it, son? That brother will turn against. Exactly, bro. This exactly how it gon' in times play out, man. One side gets paid to trap, while the other side gets slaughtered of no. And well, dude, so as far as history go, dude, oh, you chose the survivin' side, man. But as far as my word go, man, an idiot, bruh, to not realize. Wait a second, bruh. I saw you doing this. So I'm gonna be spying at, like, church, man? Well, let me think about that one, folks. 'Cause it sure sound like some sleazy. Yeah, dog, so as much as you wanna accuse my little chickadee of being, saw it for yourself, didn't you, man? That you were about quiet as a mouse about his, and didn't even approach him of no. Like she said, bruh, like she. And well, folks, so like we said, man, we for sure coming back one day, man, to make all things, and your house in heaven looking pretty tiny, bub, if you'd like to. Ask me what we'd recommend for your end times A of no, and a do-over, man, at no new church of. Oh, I told our dog that this little jewelry or crushin' they crush on my little jewel of a chick might just blow up, yo. And dog, so is it falling apart from the inside or not, man? What with that Mr. Z of a tip causing all types of chaos for yo. Wants nothing better, man, than to shut that place down, bro. All just so she can't see his. Well, so it finally that Regardy stuff she been talking about, bro. And we mean like, for sure pulled that goddity rug out from under hay. Very jaded at me by now, bro. To the point that she don't trust my. But she for sure here, man. Sittin' her pretty little sit. Every week, man. Like I asked her to. Catchin' 'em, dog. And we mean like big fish, bruh. As long as she stay obedient to my. Which she do, man. She really. Yeah, I don't think I mentioned it before, but basically, like I said, we're not allowed to go into the school where Damaris is at, and but we're supposed to be outside at a certain time every day. So that's just kind of been a struggle for me, like lately. It's just I have to stand outside the school for a certain time, and Mr. Z can choose if they'll be late or not, and sometimes they're just little kids, so they're late. So, but if I'm not there to pick her up at the right time, then the rules are that she goes back in the school for another hour and I'm not allowed to come back for another hour. So that has been kind of a burden to me this fall that I've been working on, and part of the reason for like what you heard about me staying home for a few days partially had, well, it had to do with that scenario. So today, that's why I had them both. They're both here because Marzi gets out at 12 on Fridays. So, and this is my chance to make a video. So I got her and I got Josie right away, and we just came home. So, and it was a long word today. So, and the Lord lets me sleep in. So that was that. I've been keeping tabs on like the debate, the vice presidential stuff, just kind of noticing how the vice president has to be a character too in all this. They can't just be like a fly on the wall type of person anymore in the US at least. Watching the coalitions form in Austria and the hurricane news. So keeping my eye on that stuff. Just the Lord chose. He likes to work with me on things I already know versus just dropping random stuff into my brain. But the Lord chose to focus more on this at this time for the word today. So anyway, It's not like we don't see all over in the US. Your news is all over the world all the time. So it's definitely out there. We just, I guess I just don't feel like stroking your ego every day because you already get it stroked, believe it or not. So anyway, um, yeah, the Lord said that's fine. And as always, I wish you well. Hope you're doing good. And it is my goal to get back at church a little more. I know I said that, but then I ended up taking a break for a couple weeks or 3 weeks, whatever it was. Bit of a break and try to get back. So Sunday mornings, usually a time you can send your prayers towards that if you like. I'm still trying to act normal at that place. And the Lord wants me to smile more, which, again, it's another one of those things like, oh, yeah, good idea, Lord. That's a great idea. Of course, stroke their ego, fawn at these people, but I just totally failed last time. So I gave one of these girls like total creepy lizard, even though I was trying to go for like just a normal, like, but it totally just went south. So, anyway, that is something I'm working on at the moment. And yeah, the Lord gave y'all hints of other things, but I definitely don't want to talk about witchy stuff right now or things like that. It's just a whole can of worms that can cause a lot of problems for me anytime I choose to talk about these hot topics. And it still opens cans of worms for me, even though it's his words in the journal. Like a million ambulances today when I walked to get my kids from school and walk home, which it's like 2 miles, and we have a hill, so 30 minutes. Okay, I have to be honest, the first 15 minutes were quite calm, but after I got Josie and we were headed back up the hill, it was just like one after the other, after the other, after the other. And so I don't know, I just felt like something in the word made them mad today. So it's not always just me, but anyway. Um, so y'all getting the picture of how it kind of works. I take photos of the rhema, and then it goes through my phone to Mr. Z and to the other people underneath him, so they get to read it. And then it's either him reacting or they reacting to it sometimes. So that is something I have to deal with every Monday and Friday, usually. Anyway, I was blaming the Lord for that today, for getting me in trouble. But I get myself in trouble too, so I should admit that. Anyway, I always get the feeling I've talked y'all's ear off. Maybe that's just a result of my upbringing. But I do wish you well. Hope you're doing good. And remember, God turns darkness into light. God bless. No, today is not a Roblox day. Maybe tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.